Coming to you from county number 032, that is Nakuru County, of course. And I can tell you, leo nasikia kama nime time travel kwa sababu I feel like I'm in the future. Kwa sababu leo I'm at Lish AI Labs and we hear about AI. We always say AI is the future. So am I wrong when I say I'm in the future? And so joining us today is a representative from Lish AI Labs who will be telling us why they began this, why they are working on AI, and how do they have joined us. So join us. This is the Lish Podcast and I'm your host, Nyakazi.
Welcome to Lish AI Labs, empowering innovation, transforming futures. Lish AI Labs is a leading innovator in the digital landscape, specializing in data annotation and technological auxiliary services. With a mission to empower individuals and businesses through advanced technology, we are committed to driving innovation and creating positive impact. Our services include data annotation, precision annotation solutions for AI and ML applications, cybersecurity, to protect your digital assets with state-of-the-art cybersecurity solutions, mobile development, to build cutting-edge mobile apps that engage and delight users, data architecture and design, to harness the power of data with robust architecture and design solutions, IT customer support, to ensure reliable support services to keep your systems running smoothly, advanced CCTV AI surveillance, to secure your premises with advanced surveillance solutions powered by AI. At Lish AI Labs, we believe in making a difference. Through our training programs, community initiatives, and partnerships, we empower the youth with the skills they need to thrive in the digital age. By fostering human capital development and economic empowerment, we are driving positive change in communities across Africa and linking the skilled personnel to job accounts. Get in touch and get ready to transform your business with Lish AI Labs. Contact us today to learn more via our email info@lishailabs.com. Our phone number 0722 575 169. Our website www.lishailabs.com.
As I said, we are at Lish AI Labs. Na labda unashangaa Lish AI hawa ni kina nani? Lakini acha nikwambie. Unaona hii term, it's not new. Kama hujui AI sahi, you're at the wrong place. Actually, this word is not for you because everyone is using it. So kama hujatumia actually AI, my friend, you need to advance. But now with me here, I have an expert who is one, actually a family member. What do I say? Part of the family, ama nitasema nini? Nitasema huyu ndo mwenyeji sasa, huyu ndo mwenye hapa. Kwa hivyo atatuelezea Lish AI ni kina nani, lakini at first acha tukaweze kujua who is she. So karibu sana Peggy.
Thank you very much. I'm Wangeshi. I love being called Peggy. So I'm a project manager here at Lish AI Labs, as well as supporting gender and social inclusion programming when it comes to tech and AI. Karibuni sana Nakuru, karibuni sana Lish AI Labs.
Wow. Yeah, thank you very much for welcoming us here. Unajua the last time nilisikia Nakuru ili trend, it was about sub meals. I don't know kama bado ziko. Ati sijui ukifika Nakuru na kula samosa za paka. Was it true ama ni propaganda? I don't know. Yeah. Lakini sijakula samosa since nikuja hapa, so I can't prove. But now we are not talking about the samosas. We are talking about AI. And at Lish AI, that's all you talk about and that's what you deal with.
Yes.
And acha sasa watu wakaize kujua at Lish AI mnafanyanga nini na nyinyi ni kina nani?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Well, back to the samosa and who we are. We have seen the rates of youth unemployment, youth taking the biggest population here in Kenya, and particularly in Nakuru, unemployment is the thing. and we struggle with young people also being victimized as criminals just because they do not have an income generating activity. What Lish does, it bridges the gap of unemployment by creating a safe space where young people can come with innovation, but most importantly, in the digital era, where now AI has become the thing, we outsource job opportunities for the young people. We offer them technical skills on understanding AI, and most importantly, we handhold them for a period. We train them for a period of 3 months, we handhold them for a period of 3 months, and we ensure that we look for quality, decent and fair job opportunities for the young youth in tech. Currently, we already have young people who are training and those who are already working, and it has been an opening because AI is here to stay with us. We need to embrace, and we have seen how young people are not only taking it up as a job opportunity, but also becoming so innovative, because right now, young people are creating their own AI models, AI agents, and they're able to make work easier for themselves. But now at Lish AI Labs, what stands out for us is that we incubate those ideas and innovations. We create for them a space where they're able to explore their talent. We give them internet and equipment, a facility that is equipped for them to be able to be innovative, create their agents and models, and most importantly, we link them to the market, because now as young people, sometimes without having a structure, it becomes a barrier. So we try to look for market, and even when you came today for Agitech, it wasn't just Lish talking. It was the voice of the young people. It was the innovation of the young people. So we are coming from creating fake samosa to even creating decent, affordable, and even up-to-date technology solutions. Yes.
Now, AI. I think tumefika a moment where the term AI is being misused. Every time and every now and then, unaingia social media, unapata a clip ama a photo. And maybe it's a real one, but kila mtu akotiza haini AI. Ama maybe something will be posted ukasikia to the comment section, kila mtu ako hii ni real ama ni AI. You see? But I think ukauliza like watu kadhaa, AI ni nini? Atakwambia maybe the explanation is akwambia ni sinizi vitu si real, but they don't have the explanation what is AI, and I think it's the right time now we tell our viewers and the people out there what is AI.
Well, interesting. I'm not a tech person, but from my experience, artificial intelligence has been there, was there. It is just that as Africa, as Kenya, we've just catch up with what is happening. It has been there before. It makes work easier. So what happens, we integrate machine learning. It's all about training machines with the current or data sets of a particular solution that is wanted. So AI makes the work easier, so that it is now more autonomous. It is no longer a human who's doing it, but it is the data that has been fed to machine and of course created. So this also comes with a lot of experience. It needs people who have been exposed to basic digital skills, to advanced, especially the developers that we have here, the data scientists, now advance their skills in artificial intelligence, not just the knowledge capacity, because AI is more practical, and ensure that they're able to integrate in their day-to-day activity as well as learning and working processes. That would be AI for me, from a layman's language.
Okay. Yes. And that's a good explanation, at least. Mwenye hakuwa anajua what is AI, sasa umejua. Si kushinda tu hapo ukiambia watu hii ni real ama ni AI. Now you know what is AI. But again, when we talk about AI, anytime we think about AI, what we see in our mind is robots. You know, it's I know it's something that you just make conclusions, because hiyo ndio kitu tunafikiria. AI it's those things, you know. Unafikiria just about robotic things. But what I've seen here and what I've learned today, AI is not just about robots. AI has a lot. And that was me. I know what I've seen at Lish AI, that's why you need to be here.
Yeah.
That's why unafaa kujifikisha pia, but it will be good pia ukaweze kuelezea. AI, see, it's not what they are thinking.
Yeah. Well, actually, even when we saw images being created, AI requires regulation as well. It requires to have the right data. So there are people who are actually investing massively in having quality raw data, and we have our team, our data scientists here, who keep scraping data to have efficient. Sometimes we struggle in Africa because we do not have resources and capacities to have enough data, since most of our data are not consolidated well. So you'll find most Western or outside countries source for labor here, because at least let me say we are cheap and affordable. So we are training models, yeah, we are training machines on artificial intelligence. So we keep on training machine on data. So now it is integrated in machines. For example, you saw the self-driving cars, and even the robots, now what you're talking about. So it is integrated in things like chips and then inserted in the machines now because it has been trained over and over with the right data sets, of course, and this is something that doesn't happen overnight. It needs practice, it needs investment, it needs a lot of computing power, and you're able to see our data center where we have our server. So it is something that is work in progress. However, we are calling for Africa and our university, our research, to be invested massively, because if we have our own data centers, we are able to harvest indigenous data, then we are able to have what is ours versus what we train machines that cannot work in our own context. So let me also be proud of young African, because we are the ones who have been training these models, and we are actually, we work, so we are the AI. It's just that it is not our companies. How much more if we embrace even the basic skills and understanding, and even create safe spaces where young people are also going to learn ethical and responsible AI in the day-to-day experience of their lives. Yes.
And there's this fear where people are feeling, or they are actually believing that AI is here to take away their jobs. They're saying because AI is making life easier, then that means if AI comes in my industry, then I'll not be needed because AI will be doing everything. Is it true?
Well, we might run out of time, but if we embrace in our local context, then we are able to catch up. Can you imagine someone, for example, from, let me say, from Somali or Wajir, and they're speaking Somali, and they want to tell the, like Google, I want to go here. The accent itself sometimes might challenge the tool. So it calls for a time where we have our own data with our own dialect. So let us embrace from our capacity, and we are able to see it is making work and life efficient, but it is not replacing human. Yes.
So well heard. But you're going to work together with AI, right?
Yes.
And so that is Lish AI. Now umesikia what they have, and I can tell you this is the right place to be, because we say the technology is the future. Now the future is today, and AI actually is part of the technology. So keep tuned so that you can learn more about technology as we go on. I've been your host, Nyakaz.
Today I needed some farm inputs, pump, seeds, seedlings. Let me just order them from Mtolori. I know they're fast. Ushafika, but I knew Mtolori you would be very fast.
Across the agricultural sector, one challenge stands out: access. Too often, farmers and customers struggle to find genuine farm inputs, compare prices, or get trusted agronomic advice, especially in the remote areas. Deliveries take time, communication is slow, and trust does not come easy. It doesn't have to be that anymore. Introducing Mtolori, the smart digital marketplace that connects farmers directly to verified agro-retailers. With Mtolori, you can browse products from multiple shops, compare prices, get expert advice, and have your orders delivered all from your phone. Here is how it works. Go to the Play Store and search for Mtolori, download and install. Or rather, just search Mtolori on the website and access all our services from there. To get started, create your personal account. Simply enter your name, phone number, email address, gender, and password. Then agree to our terms and conditions. You may also sign up using Google, a faster and equally secure option. Next, set your location to help Mtolori suggest the nearest and most reliable agro shops near you. You can search your area manually or select Use My Location to automatically detect your current position. This ensures your shopping experience is localized and efficient. Welcome to your homepage. Search for the product you want, compare options, and make your selection. Once you find the right product, click to add it to your cart. In this case, we call it Tolori. Here, you can review your selection, adjust quantities, or click Continue Shopping to add more items. When ready, proceed to checkout to complete your order. In the checkout module, start by selecting your delivery location. Review your order summary, including the costs of the product, delivery fee, or agent fee if you choose to include an agronomic advisor. Finally, enter your preferred payment number or another number if someone else is making payment and confirm. Once your order is placed, you can track its progress through every stage: pending, confirmed, and delivered. You'll receive timely notifications to help you update on your order. After receiving your product, review and acknowledge your delivery directly within the app. And that's the Mtolori experience. Click it, get it, grow it. Only with Mtolori, your partner in smart agriculture.
We usually say mchanga ni chakula cha mmea, na ndio maana Mazao Group of Companies na CropNut have developed a partnership so that tuje kwako wewe kama mkulima tukusaidie kurekebisha mchanga wako. Tutaurekebishaje? We do the soil sampling. Kama Mazao Group tunakutumanishia kwa CropNut, wanakufanyia analysis. Kama mkulima unatumiwa results na Mazao Group inatumiwa results. Na kama mnavyotujua, we have very active agronomists kwa ground. Watakuja kwako na zile results, wakusaidie kufanya interpretation, wakuapie ni nini muhimu unafaa kuongeza kwa mchanga wako ndio tuzalishe mazao mengi. Cha muhimu kwa mkulima ni mazao mengi, tuongeze mapato mfukoni. Karibuni Mazao na Afya in partnership with CropNut. We do for you the soil sampling, soil analysis, and send you the results as required. Remember, CropNut is the only ISO certified company for carrying out soil test. Karibuni.
Season iko hapa na kwekwe ndio hizi. Sa utadu weedset. Weedset ni glyphosate, ile inaua kwekwe katika shamba yako. Na ikiua kwekwe inamaliza mpaka mbegu. Ni kumaanisha nini? Hakuna kwekwe itachipuka. Ukishapiga hii dawa yako, unangoja siku 7 hadi siku 14, and from there unaendelea kufanya your tillage. Kumbuka, rate of application ni 200 ml in 20 liters of water. Nunua weed set yako leo katika Agrovet iliyo karibu na wewe, au tupigie simu kupitia nambari 0702458870.
Now here, these are our black soldier flies unit, black soldier flies greenhouse, where we have these are called our love cages. The love cages tuko na what we call the BSF themselves. Here, these are the black soldier flies. Now this is the adult one. Once they are here in this love cage, they take about 5 to 6 weeks, then they mature, they become flies. That's where we start from. Here, for us to collect our eggs from our flies, we put them in this love cage because tukiwaacha tu wakwe all over, they will lay eggs randomly, then it will be difficult for us to collect our eggs. But when they are in these love cages, we are able to come up with this. These are called eggies. In this our love cage, we shall have something that we call attractant. Hii attractant is something that inaweza toa harufu, inaweza kuwa ni pig waste. Mostly we use pig waste. If you don't have pig waste, you can use any piece of meat, any food substance yenye imeanza kuoza yenye itakuwa na harufu. Unaiweka kwa hii tray. Once umeiweka kwa hii tray, unaifunikia kidogo with this black pepper or something black. Ukishaifunikia, reason ya kufunika ni these our black soldier flies zinahitaji mahali kuna giza. So hiyo kufunika unaacha kamwanya kidogo, giza leave a small space whereby when they get that harufu or that smell, they'll be able to detect where the smell is coming from. Once they get where the smell is, and that is where our eggs are, if you don't afford to get these eggs, we can use these conduit pipes. They are also good for collecting our eggs. Now these conduit pipes or eggs, we place them where we have our attractant. So these flies will come where there is that smell, and this is where they'll now start laying our eggs. For us to know whether they have laid our eggs or not, you'll just take you see, if you look at this conduit pipe, iko na mayai. These are the eggs from our black soldier flies. If you don't use the conduit pipe, you can detect whether the flies have started laying eggs. When you open this eggs, utapata mayai zimejipanga hapo katikati. Okay? So that's number one, how to collect our eggs. After collecting our eggs, we come up before we leave this love cage, here with our flies, the black soldier flies, they don't feed. They just drink water. The water itself, they drink water through this. Have cotton wool, we can use piece of mattress, tunaeka kwa maji. Tukishaeka kwa maji hivi, so you'll be able to feed your flies na maji. Ukiweka maji here, which means maji itakuwa imejaa hapa, na ukiweka hapa ndani, they will drown. Once they drown in water, they'll die. So you will lose up your black soldier flies. If you don't have this piece of mattress, we can use cotton wool. If not, we can use this hand spray. Kama ifanyi kazi, any form, unachukua tu hivi, unanyunyuzia tu maji kwa hii neti. Hizo flies kama zingekuwa hapa, ungepata zimekuja zimeanza kusaka maji. That's how our flies they feed once they are here. Mayai tutakolektia hapa juu. Once tumepata mayai, make sure these eggs they are smooth in such a way, ukiharvest mayai you don't kill them because they are very minute, they are very fragile, zinaweza nini haraka bondeka. So unaweka mayai wako on top of this, then because hii besheni yako ya kwanza ndio iko na chakula, hapo ndo stage number 1 mali life cycle inaanzia. Hiyo besheni inakuwa na chick mash. Hiyo chick mash inakuwa moist, then mayai wanakuwa on top ya haka kitu, so that to avoid ile direct contact ya eggs with the chick mash. Reason number 1 is that because hii chick mash after sometimes itakuwa imekauka, itakuwa imeshikana because ya temperatures, itakuwa ngumu, itakuwa ime lose ile maji yake, and we need our survivals to start from there. So when you come and you get your chick mash, it's very dry. It is easy for you to lift up your eggs when they are here. Then you just water your chick mash, then unarudisha. In case kama hizi mayai zitakuwa in direct contact na hiyo chick mash, itakuwa vigumu kuseparate chick mash na, because once these eggs have become contact na maji, they'll die because they are not active. So unapata they cannot hatch. So from this, our basin number 1, where we have our chick mash, the eggs only takes 5 days. After 5 days, they hatch. Once they hatch, zinaanza kufeed direct kwa ile chick mash yenye ulikuwa umeweka ya kwanza. Once they hatch, so now you come with what we call the larva now. So from there, unaanza kuwalisha. Usipokuwa na chick mash, not chick mash, usipokuwa na pig waste. So point number 1 from chick mash, once they hatch, unaanza kulisha hiyo pig waste. Kama una pig waste, unalisha na any kitchen waste, any market waste, zinakula. So the more you feed them, the more they grow, and that's how our cycle inaendelea. So here we have the mixture of pupa and pre-larva. Now this is how they are. They just feed on kitchen waste. As you feed them, the more they grow. You can see. Unapata these black soldier flies zinakatia mkulima cost, because unapata once you feed your chicks on this, they grow very fast, then unapata ile consumption rate ya chakula ya kawaida ya duka unapata minimize. The best stage ya kulisha kuku wako, it's when they are in the larva stages. Now, you'll find that from this our black soldier flies rearing, unapata from day, tuseme kutoka kwa mayai hadi kwa hizi larva stages, inatake a period of 13 to 18 days. Then from the larva stage to prepupa stage, this is now the prepupa stage now. Prepupa stage we are talking about. This, okay, from eggs to larva, it takes a period of 13 to 18 days. Ina depend na vile unawalisha, because even if you don't feed them, they'll just come to this stage, but itakuwa si vizuri because they will be very small. So it is advisable kuwalisha as fast as possible ama kila wakati, so that zikuwe kubwa. Now this is our prepupa stage. From this prepupa stage to pupa stage, it takes 5 weeks inakuwa pupa, inakuwa adult now. Once it becomes adult, because our cycle ni kitu inaendelea, utapata sasa from that adult, akisha kuwa hivi, these ones, you see now they are turning in color. This is now the prepupa stage now. From this prepupa stage to pupa stage is now where we tunawarudisha tena kwa our larve cages. So unapata hiyo life cycle ya black soldier flies ni kitu inaendelea. Now, because pale hivyo, wakiwa pale kwa larve cages, wakiwa flies, once they lay eggs, they die. You find that with our black soldier flies, there is nothing that we can call a waste, there is nothing we can throw away, imekuwa kitu mbaya out of the black soldier flies. So with our black soldier flies, once they die, once they lay eggs in our larve cages, the maximum period of laying eggs from there is around 1 week, imeshamaliza kutaga mayai. So unapata ikishataga mayai, once it lay eggs, one fly can lay eggs approximately of 500 to 1000 eggs per fly. So unapata once ame lay eggs hivyo, lifespan yake imeisha, anakufa. So once amekufa, we just collect them, and this is where they are. Tunai-collect, unapata iko mchanganyiko ya hizo flies na hizi shell, ambapo hiyo black soldier fly imepupate imebaki. So unajua once imepupate, unapata tunabaki na hii shell, ambapo sasa bado inakuwa ni chakula ya kuku ama nguruwe. The shell itself plus the dead flies, we don't throw them away, we feed to our animals. Then the end results yenye tunapata after the black soldier flies wamekulele chakula yenye tunawapea regularly kila siku, we come up with what we call the flash fertilizer. This is the fertilizer we are talking about. Very organic, fertilizer. It's used for planting and top dressing. Now for us to continue with our cycle, once to may harvest easy black soldier flies ikifika the pupa stage, now from pupa stage to pre-pupa stage to pupa stage, tunawarudisha tena kwa larve cages, and that's where our life cycle continues.
Nilikuambia ukifanyua soil test unapata mimea mzuri kama hii. Ona, huyu farmer alifanya soil test, akaletewa results na recommendation, akafanya what was required. Now she's enjoying the green nature of her farm. So wewe kama mkulima, karibu fanya soil test with us. We give you the right recommendation, we supply you with the farm inputs, na utaenjoy the green farming. Karibu sana.
My name is Samuel Kioya, and I'm the one who's in charge of the technical department in Lish AI Labs. Answering your question, we have developed some samples of what you're talking about. We call it a specific AI. Like right now, we've done models that understand everything to do with Lish AI Labs. So in case I just go to the model, ask it something, to do even a 10-page proposal about a specific area, it will be able to help us quickly do that. So now answering your question in terms of the government can be now translated into specific AI, whereby, for example, I go to eCitizen, I want a service on a particular area. I don't need to call customer service, I just write a prompt. It tells me, okay, these are the steps, step by step. In case you're talking about documentations, it's fed with all the data in terms of the parliamentary sittings, in terms of maybe the way the constitution has been evolving, and then it becomes that you have a track record of the AI as it goes on. So it becomes you're building on top of something as time's gone. So it saves on resources, saves on time. So it goes whereby everywhere you're doing, you'll have a skeleton to work with, and then you just refine the small details that are there. So that is something that is very possible and something that is very easy to do. Actually, our team has been capacity built by a PhD holder in AI from University of Oslo. Those are some of our partners.
Who is a Kenyan?
Yeah, who is a Kenyan?
Wow.
He's a Kenyan who headed...
what's his name?
He's called Joseph. Makoha.
Joseph Makoha.
Yeah. So he
we
has...
have the capacity.
We have the capacity.
We do.
Yeah, and we have also partnered with several people from a group called Kipna Kenyans in IT North America. They are really helping to capacity build and transfer the knowledge. So what we are trying to establish is get the first-hand knowledge of the industrial knowledge. Our curriculums are not based on the educational curriculum. They are based on industrial curriculum. So it's shorter and it's more impactful. So now once they get that, they can immediately start training models as soon as 3-4 months. And then now we proceed from there. I believe the only way we can set ourselves apart is by having as many AI engineers, more than the Western world. That is it is the only space we can actually, we have the chance to thrive in. Because when you talk about software, we've been defeated, but AI is still very fresh.
Still fresh, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody has a head start. Yes, Louis.
No one has a head start.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to hear what you have to say. Based on what you've just mentioned about curriculum, what do you think, like the recommendations you can make, maybe like for our own education programs? Like now we've just revamped, for primary school education, and now introducing AI and basically computer technology at a younger age to be able to bridge the gap between, especially when young children start developing, being able to, especially in the STEM subjects, science, technology, and mathematics, being able to now, first of all, learn faster, adapt, and be able now to even get into accelerated programs for young gifted youth, for example. So maybe my question would be in terms of now the recommendations that you can give to the ministry in terms of now adjusting for this.
So actually it's very interesting because we had an ILO meeting and the same question popped up. So I think the first recommendation is we need to see how we can include IT in our curriculum as early as possible. Where we've gotten IT should no longer be an if, it should be a must. So we try. I met someone who was very interesting. He came up with a model whereby you can have portable projectors in every school. that can have like an IT course that is pre-programmed in the portable projectors. So instead of having, for example, 100 computers in primary schools, you can have projectors which teach them about IT, teach them about the digital skills, and then for the spaces which can be able to get access to computers, these children start learning the IT programs as early as possible. Then I think the other place where we've really gone wrong is people who are developing curriculums and the people in the industry, they don't meet. So when they're developing the curriculums, you are just assuming, it's based on assumptions. But when you bring in the people from the industry, they'll give you what is there. So instead of using version 2.0, they give you version 4. So that you don't have to teach your people version 2, 3, teach them 4. So I think that's an element that has really missed out. And I also think the last thing is our curriculum is evolving very slowly. Right now we don't have any school in Kenya that is certifying AI courses. And you can imagine AI has been there for more than 10 years. And still, we don't even have like a basic diploma. You know, you can't get a diploma certificate on AI. You can't get a diploma certificate on blockchain. You can't get a diploma certificate, you know, on all the emerging technologies. So I feel like there needs to be a department that can be able to synchronize with what is happening in the world to make sure we are ahead by creating the latest courses. Yeah, and partnering with the industry. Yeah, so they don't develop it alone. Yeah.
Just to add one thing, and very, very simple from a Raymond perspective, and that is our experience for the last 3 years. Anybody who can use a smartphone is trainable. So it doesn't have to have all the knowledge of, computers and all this. Our experience for 3 years, anybody in this country who can use a smartphone is trainable. And within 3 months, they can be able to start doing the jobs. So it's not complicated.
Oh, it's not
yeah. So answering your question, then we need to introduce whether it's computers or smartphone, all the way from kindergarten, so that our children and our future start using computers, so that when and again because AI is moving very fast, so that they will have a little knowledge. And that little knowledge, all what they need to do is to be trained, and then the jobs are there.
My only last question would be this. For the people who are skeptical about technology, especially when it comes to security, when it comes to child safety, for what they consume, maybe what kind of stopgap measures or training or any of the above would you recommend, so that parents who have young ones now can trust what Lish AI has to offer, and others like you?
I'll answer from a Raymond perspective again. We can't fear technology. Technology is moving very fast. All what we need to do is to embrace what is good, and whatever is bad, we mitigate. And that answer will be answered by a technical person. But we can't start fearing. It's just like making guns. If you make guns, and when guns were made, people were fearing. But then guns, there is where they are used. So technology is the same. So we can't fear technology. We cannot fear AI. That AI is going to take all the jobs. AI is going to bring all this. We need to look what is good for it. We take what is good, what is bad, we leave it. But then we mitigate about it, about the bad side of it. Maybe from a layman perspective.
The AI model has been developed in different ways. Basically, we'll just take you to see the kind of CCTV AI models that are currently working, so that it answers your question very well. Yes. Thank you.
I think, Gabriel, maybe you can comment about smart government and whether this has an interlink.
Well, of course, to an extent, and actually it's quite a heavy extent. But I think there's an element that we haven't captured very well in the longest. And I liked what you said about modeling the African, way of doing things. And I think this has been the missing piece. The reason why I'm saying this is because everything we look at, or everything we are doing, even what you're doing currently, is, like you say, the West, Europe and everything. So Africa by nature, we have become consumers. And that is how we've ended up again, you know, in the bottom of the pyramid. Remember the technology revolution, the iPhones, the Samsungs. What has Africa ended up with? We become consumers. We buy devices. But what do we do as far as engineering these devices are? You look at titanium, you look at Congo. We have the raw material, but really, at the end of the day, we become consumers. All right? So I think you have started a conversation that this country must start paying attention to. What must this technology, AI, do for Africa? I usually tell folks, when we started talking about machine learning, I started talking about machine learning in 2006 when I was doing my master's, under the leadership of one of the best AI teachers, professors, called Jessica Keys. She was actually my AI professor. This is 2006. And what we were talking about back then is actually what is starting to manifest. I was saying people or governments will be smarter, work, or let's say processes will be smarter, vehicles will be smarter, aeroplanes will be, everything, will become smart. Today, with just your voice, curtains are open, lights are on, your car welcomes you, and the whole shebang. So now think of it in 10, 20 years to come. So where will Africa be? Will we have Siri that's talking our language? Will you be able to send a message once you wake up to your daughter who's in school, and you're able to collaborate many things, same way they are doing in the Western? So that's why I'm thinking the conversation you've started needs to be given a lot of momentum and push so that people can start understanding we don't need to be consumers anymore. We need to be part of this revolution. And how we do it is what you've started. What you've started here. Because here you're developing engineers who will start asking questions. If it's happening this way in Europe, why can it not happen here? You know, and that's why I think with the help of Mheshimiwa and our parliament, we need to start working on laws. The other day I was looking at social media. Believe me or not, Africa today, we consume a lot of social media and interactivity more than even the Western. Half of them actually don't have Facebook. So where do they spend most of their time? They spend most of their time in building applications that we end up using.
We end up consumers.
We are the consumers. We need.
And they're making money.
Exactly, and they're making money. So we need to change this narrative. We are no longer consumers. Yes, you can go to see what is happening in the world. You can, Facebook. You can go into the social media, the world of it. I mean, you don't want to be left behind. But at the end of the day, who is building that? Yesterday I asked the students at Arvist. I asked them to tell me the commonality between people like Frederick Smith of FedEx, Google, with Sajin and Larry. I asked them to tell me the likes of Bill Gates. We also talked about the four major billion technologies. And they really struggled. They tried. But I told them the commonness in all of them is that all those multi-billion-dollar companies today were started in colleges, where these kids are. They started thinking. They started exploring. So what we need to start here today is how will Africa look like in the next 20 years?
Actually, even in 5 years.
In 5 years, yes. That therein lies our answer. Because, let's face it, we have the material. This is only the other day we started building our first phone, which is a huge. Many people are not realizing how huge that step is. But I believe I believe in the next 2 years, people will realize, wow, now we can manufacture a smartphone. The next 5-10 years, for these engineers seated here, I think this is what they will be coming. This will be the launching pad. I think of the next revolution, technology revolution.
Thank you for that. And we want to assure the government that we are very keen on creating that for Africa. Excellent. We are not only looking at ourselves as Kenya, but we are looking at the whole of Africa, because Africa, as you have rightly said, is lagging behind. We are only consumers. Correct. Now Lish is geared towards its own creating solutions for Africa. Thank you very much.
They are planning not to do the manual welding.
Because of the eyes and all of that.
Yes, they are planning to create a robot whereby the robot will be doing the welding. Yes. So that's the kind of model we are trying to do here, basically in the line of AI.
Wonderful. What about, do you have any communications AI model that you're trying to, any clients?
For now, no.
Yeah.
For now, not yet.
Is that something that we can
partner?
Develop? Yeah.
Because we have a research and development department upstairs, and we can. These are the solutions we are talking about, local solutions for local problems. That's where Lish is now concentrating on. As we work for clients, the experience we are getting from them, we want to translate it to solve our own African problems. Yes.
Not just for the Western.
Not just for the Western.
And that technology transfer.
Yes.
Because no country has a head start on AI.
No,
that is
none.
why somebody in Nakuru can do it for the American.
That's true. That's true.
So I think we need to.
Yes.
We agree on partnership with you and see what it entails to do that communications model because we need that. You know, we are finding communication has now morphed. It's no longer the usual. There's a feedback aspect of it, there's whatever, and there's a lot that has happened, there's a lot of data. How can we leverage on that as the government spokesperson's office to really have an edge, you know, to reach out to more people. If you can count the number of fruits, the number of plants and what of using AI, what then can be done to also ensure we communicate effectively and better. Sometimes one of the challenges we have as our organization is, as a mouth of government, is we don't know the reach of our messaging. Currently, we are relying more on mainstream media, but we know very well fewer and fewer people are watching TV. Fewer and fewer people are listening to radio. So people are in the digital space. But the reach, is it just one blogger with 3 followers and 3 views? So how do you then measure that? How do you ensure that really that is resonating with the people? How do you do social listening that is beneficial to your kind of communication? And I think, Louis, that is your...
To a specific object. It can be a robot or a self-driven car. So the general name is just data annotations.
So explain to a layman, what is data annotation?
Now, we are trying to give instructions, or we are trying to make a machine think like a human being. That is the basic thing that a layman can understand.
So you are giving, now you are so feeding it data so that it can have the capacities almost similar to a human being.
Yes, sir.
To do what kind of tasks?
One, self-driven cars. We are giving instruction to self-driven cars so that when they are in a highway, they can tell that this is an object and this is the drivable surface or a road to avoid accidents. Yes.
To avoid accidents. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this work for the last 3 years.
For the last 3 years?
Yes.
Vizuri sana. And how has it benefited you?
Okay, so far I thank God. It's been a good journey. The major thing that I've achieved through this work, I was able to clear my fee back in campus. I'm a graduate.
You're a graduate from?
The Great Maseno University.
Oh, the great. Yes. What were you studying there?
Yes, I did BSc in Mathematics and Computer Science. Yes, and I majored in Applied Mathematics.
Okay.
Yes.
So how did you end up here at Lish AI?
Now, after my graduation, I came back home and I tried to hustle, to look for something to do, with the expectations that after campus we are going to get those big jobs that we shall earn 50,000, 80,000. But unfortunately, I was not able to get any job. So I was referred to this organization by a friend of mine, and that's how I ended up here.
Where are you from?
I'm from here, Nakuru, but I stay in Kaptembo.
Kaptembo?
Yes.
But when you were in Maseno, you also, you are from originally from here?
Yes.
So
I'm
you just
born
went
and
to Maseno to study?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how has it helped you financially?
Yes, I've started a small business.
What kind of business is this?
Music studio, where we are training people how to play different instruments.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes,
Unacheza keyboard?
Personally, I'm playing drum sets.
Drum sets, eh?
Yes.
So it's making some money for you?
Yes, at least I'm getting something out of it.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Na bibi umepata ama bado?
Bado tunangoja Mungu.
Wewe unaonekana umeokoka sana. Bwana asifiwe.
Amen.
Yes, now let's talk to this lady for purposes of gender.
Yeah, for the balance of
gender. Habari yako? I don't know whether you need to adjust your cameras. It should be as natural as possible. How are you, madam?
I'm fine, sir.
Uko salama?
Kabisa.
Kwa maika kwa hapa. Uko hapa? No, it's okay. You can put it here. Habari yako?
Nzuri.
Unaitwa nani?
Susan Irungu.
Yeah?
Susan Irungu.
Susan?
Irungu.
Irungu.
Yes.
How old are you, madam?
I'm 28 years old.
28 years old.
Yes.
How come both of you are seated here with the same age? Na unaitwa nani?
Victor.
Victor?
Victor.
Victor Rock. Vizuri sana. Unaongea kama mtu msabia sana. Tuambie story yako. Why are you here? How long have you been here? Umefaidika kivipi?
I've been here for 1 year. I've been here for 1 year.
What have you been doing for the last 1 year?
Data annotation.
Okay. Where are you from?
Laikipia.
You are from Laikipia?
Yes.
Nikikuuliza swali unasema I am from Laikipia. Where are you from?
I'm from Laikipia.
So why did you end up at this place from Laikipia?
I was referred by a friend. Since after graduation, I was getting internships. I have not yet managed to get a job.
Okay. Ulisomea wapi? University?
Moi University.
Nilisomea.
I studied in Moi University.
What did you study?
Bachelor of Science in Informatics.
Bachelor of Science
in Informatics.
In Informatics, eh?
Yes.
So is that course relevant to what you're doing now?
Yes, it is.
How?
Because it is a field in IT, and still we are doing artificial intelligence, which is part of IT. Yes.
So what have you benefited so far from this program, from this Upper Lish AI?
I've benefited being in Lish AI. I'm able to pay my bills, and I have a brother who is in school. I support him to pay his school fees.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
So you said your full name?
Susan Irungu.
So that's middle name?
Susan Moringi Irungu. Moringi. Yes. Yeah.
Umeweza kujilipia bills zako na pia kusomesha mtoto wako.
Yeah.
Hapo gani ya masomo?
Ako college. Yes.
What do you have to tell about young people and AI and such kind of jobs?
I'll tell the young people to take opportunity whenever they get an opportunity to work online. They should not choose jobs. They grab the opportunity to make a better life. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. What do you have to tell about other young people?
Yes, my advice. Yes, my advice to the young people is that they should not wait for those luxurious jobs. When they go office, you work in big offices. Anything that you can get, you start from there, and it shall be well with all of us.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Moringe. My name is Isaac Maura, government spokesman. Asante sana. Nikupisha jina lako?
Ongoya Joseph.
Ongoya?
Yes, sir.
Asante sana. Kwa nzuri. Elisha Ongoya unamjua?
Hapana.
Kwa kile mzuri sana huyo. Haya, asante.
Welcome to Lish AI Labs, empowering innovation, transforming futures. Lish AI Labs is a leading innovator in the digital landscape, specializing in data annotation and technological auxiliary services. With a mission to empower individuals and businesses through advanced technology, we are committed to driving innovation and creating positive impact. Our services include data annotation, precision annotation solutions for AI and ML applications, cybersecurity, to protect your digital assets with state-of-the-art cybersecurity solutions, mobile development, to build cutting-edge mobile apps that engage and delight users, data architecture and design, to harness the power of data with robust architecture and design solutions, IT customer support, to ensure reliable support services to keep your systems running smoothly, advanced CCTV AI surveillance, to secure your premises with advanced surveillance solutions powered by AI. At Lish AI Labs, we believe in making a difference. Through our training programs, community initiatives, and partnerships, we empower the youth with the skills they need to thrive in the digital age. By fostering human capital development and economic empowerment, we are driving positive change in communities across Africa and linking the skilled personnel to job accounts. Get in touch and get ready to transform your business with Lish AI Labs. Contact us today to learn more via our email info@lishailabs.com. Our phone number 0722 575 169. Our website www.lishailabs.com.